Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Becoming a public relation is not an easy thing. There are many tips that must be understood in order to become a good PR. As a public relation, of course, we must master the skill that can make us a professional public relation. Is it enough just to be good at communication, or are there other skills that must be mastered? To know more about this, let's check it out!
Communication is a basic thing that must be owned by a PR. Communication is required to convey ideas and information with all parties related to the company, both external and internal. Communication skills that must be possessed by a PR practitioner are not limited. They even include many such as verbal, nonverbal communication, negotiation, presentation, persuasion, and listening. So, communication is a very important skill for a PR person to convey a message so that the message can be received properly and correctly by the audience. After mastering communication techniques, the next thing that must be mastered is time management.
The second is time management. As a PR person, you must have a lot of busy activities, both internal or external. To make your job completed properly and not easily get burned out, a PR must be able to manage his time. To improve time management, here are some ways you can do it. Firstly, by compiling a to-do list at night. The second, by doing time blocking. And the third, by compiling priority order. Those are some ways to make it easier to manage your activity as a PR. Because every activity carried out by PR will have an impact on the company's image. The next thing PR should pay attention is building relationship.
Okay guys, now I want to explain you about how to build relationships. So relationships can consist of a group of individuals or a network of organizations in a particular industry or field. To build a network, a professional should strive to meet other people who will ultimately support his professional career. There are different places and ways to network, including through networking events, convention, in your current organization, on business-oriented social sites, etc. And the last thing a PR has to master is how to write.
So, the role of PR is to make sure that the message or information reaches the audience with good reception. To make such writing, the ability to write must be owned by a PR. The forms of writing can be various, such as press release, content for media social, blog, articles, newsletter, or other published writing. Thanks.
The conclusion of this topic is that public relation is an activity related to communication between companies and public. After seeing the explanation above, awareness of the skin, the IPR should have handling competition, time management, bullying, relationships, and rating. PR is also misinterpreted as marketing. Therefore, respondents are tested for 3 levels of knowledge through our questionnaire covering the indicator, namely the definition of public relation, function, and roles.